Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Jack's appearance nearly derails Chad's hunt for Abigail, and Sarah runs out of ideas to reach Xander's mama. In Moments Days of Our Lives, Leo calls Marlena in a fear from the square to tell her about a dream he had. Leo, I gave you my card to make movables, not to interpret your dreams. She hangs up as Alex enters and tells him not to use her number unless it's an exigency. Alex starts filling her in on him and Teresa, from her sleeping with Brady to Kristen breaking up with him and how they now reunited again. And now he's completely committed. He didn't relatively trust her ahead, but now it's time to settle down with someone he loves. Teresa could be her. Marlena congratulates him on his growth, only for Alex to ask if she thinks he should trust Teresa. Marlena punts it and says it's not applicable for her to say. That's his choice. Deidre Hall, Robert Scott Wilson. Days of Our Lives, set NBC Workrooms Burbank. Copyright XJ Johnson /PaStudios.com 310-657-9661. Occasion number 14881 June 18, 24 at the Kiriakis Manse. Teresa's talking to Victor's portrayal about how she can't be with Brady. It's always disastrous, so Alex is the safer bet. She also apologizes, out loud, about making Alex Victor's son rather of Xander, just as Bonnie walks in. She wants to know what Teresa meant by deforming over Xander. Teresa pretends she was talking about Xander shooting Constantine and runs out, but Bonnie's suspicious. Back in the forecourt, Leo stops Teresa as she walks by, the first time they've actually met. He introduces himself and asks her to join him, give him an exclusive interview about Constantine. She gets irked, but Leo prodigies audibly why Constantine took her hostage and also advised everyone about an adversary in the Kiriakis' midst. Emily O'Brien, Greg Rickart. Days of Our Lives, set NBC Workrooms Burbank. Copyright XJ Johnson /PaStudios.com 310-657-9661. Occasion number 14881 June 18, 24. Further no, John isn't going anywhere. Teresa is about to storm off when Leo stops to ask her about Alex and if she has tips on how to score a fortune. They badinage a bit and trade many brickbats. Also Teresa says that being with Alex has nothing to do with plutocrat. Leo says that she reminds him of a friend that moved down lately, but she had a better accentuation and better hair. Upstairs, Maggie eventually wakes with Sarah by her side, affrighted to flash back all that had gone down with Constantine. Please tell me he's locked in captivity. No, Sarah says, Constantine is dead. As Maggie asks what happened, Xander enters. I happed. After telling her how he did it with the gun meant to kill her, Maggie has one question: are you sure that he's really gone? They get into all that happened, from Steve getting shot to Teresa being taken hostage and nearly getting strangled. It sounds like you didn't have any choice. No, Maggie, he replies, I had a choice. Suzanne Rogers, Paul Telfer. Days of Our Lives, set NBC Workrooms Burbank. Copyright XJ Johnson /PaStudios.com 310-657-9661. Occasion number 14881 June 18, 24. It was rage, pure and simple. Constantine abducted Victoria, boggled Victor, and tried to kill Maggie. He didn't have to shoot or shoot to kill, but he did. Maggie asks if he's feeling shamefaced. No, I am glad the bastard's dead. He apologizes, saying she watched about him formerly. No, she despises him and is glad he's rotting in hell. She just regrets she wasn't the one to put him there. She's glad Xander didn't get charged, but points out none of us got down unscathed. She thanks him for always being there for her, and apologizes for Victor's treatment. She thinks he was so hard on Xander because he reminded him the utmost of himself. And Xander no way left Victor. In numerous ways, you were near to him than his own sons. Downward, Bonnie asks how Maggie's doing when Sarah comes down. They also talk about how all the time they were upset about Maggie being conned, but she was pulling the hair over Con's eyes, was she? Bonnie also asks about Xander's mama, but Sarah no way heard anything. Cue Xander's mama calling her back. Judy Evans, Lindsay Godfrey. Days of Our Lives, said NBC Workrooms Burbank. Copyright XJ Johnson, /pstudios.com, 310-657-9661. Occasion number 14881, June 18, 24, except it's not his mama. She's had the number for times, but has no relation to Xander's mama. Chad and Julie are mooting the verity of Abigail being alive at the Horton house. He needs to get the answers moment. No can do, Julie tells him, it's Juneteenth. Civil vacation. Chad says it's forfeiture, he called the bank director and they can get in. Except just as they about to run off, Jack shows up in the hallway. We were awaiting you. Julie chides happily. He let himself in, figuring everyone would be at the Juneteenth festivity. He couldn't sleep, the anniversary of Abigail's death is rough, so he wanted to be closer to her. And make sure Clyde no way gets out of captivity again. But when he asks if Clyde said anything further, Chad gets awkward and Jack catches on that they re-keeping commodity. Billy Flynn, Susan Seaforth Hayes, Matthew Ashford. Days of Our Lives, said NBC Workrooms Burbank. Copyright XJ Johnson, /pstudios.com, 310-657-9661. Occasion number 14881, June 18, 24. Further exclusive, Abigail is officially back. We suppose that and he eavesdropped them talking about a box and keeping a secret from him and Jennifer. I know. Julie exclaims after allowing. I know. She whips out the time capsule and shows Jack, who points out that Jennifer told him all about it formerly. Oh, Thomas and Charlotte wanted it to be a surprise. She also distracts Jack with the kitties. Chad, however, says he can't stay to go to Chicago and doesn't know how to explain it to Jack. Jack comes back down worried that Thomas said Chad told him Abigail was alive. He knows what Chad means, but Abigail still feels so present. He hugs them and runs off to Rafe. Leo pops into Marlena's office after Alex leaves, having made an factual appointment. He tells her he's pathologically lonely. He's no way had an factual friend, besides Gwen, and she's too painful to talk about. Also there was Dimitri, his true love, who ditched him. He deserves to be alone. She tells him he has to love himself before he can be loved. In the show's final moments, Alex meets Teresa in the Horton Square for coffee and tells a easily disappointed Teresa that Brady's forfeiture with them. But Alex tells her he loves her. She's touched, but taken suddenly. After making sure he means it, I love you, too, Alex. I really do. Xander comes downward to fill Sarah in on how Maggie's doing. Sarah, in turn, tells him the number he gave her was a bust. Oh well, he shrugs, perhaps it's for the stylish. But Sarah is still worried. The day will be perfect, no matter what, he tells Sarah. And Maggie's further of a mama than his own ever was. Upstairs, Maggie tells a portrayal of Victor that Constantine is dead and he can rest in peace. Marlena says she can help Leo, but again, he has to put in harmonious work. She reminds him that his mama spent his entire life telling him he was unlovable. It's not going to be easy. She leaves to check her schedule and Leo calls Statesville, saying he wants to visit his mama. In the Brady pub, Jack runs into Bonnie to talk about Clyde being in solitary confinement for the rest of his life. Chad and Julie, meanwhile, make it to Chicago and are staying anxiously to get into the safe deposit box. Mooney debuts, Eli and Lonnie return, Johnny bonds, Abigail, Discovery. Days of Our Lives are then. Suckers can anticipate Mr. Mooney to debut. Chad DiMera and Julie Williams make a shocking discovery. Coming on Days of Our Lives, Johnny DiMera and EJ DiMera have cling time. Plus, Eli Grant and Lonnie Price, Grant, return to Salem. Mooney debuts DOOL, reveal that Mr. Mooney will make his debut. It's not clear if this is just one scene or if Mr. Mooney will appear again. For now, Mr.